Hello all you people out there, this is Michael, this is 2.5 Stooges, and what is this? When is the last time I have done a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle with anyone? Well, this is actually like 7 months old at this point. It's against this guy called HyperChaosLugia, who I know on Skype. He's a former Super Skarmory member, so a couple of the veterans might know him from there. Me, I like to call him hydrochloric acid because of his initials, HCl, and the fact that I spent like 2 years in chemistry classes, and it kind of gets embedded in your brain. Anyway, so Meganium, I should be executed for that pun, versus Pachirisu. So, Pachirisu goes use Super Fang, I go use Light Screen. I'm going to be setting up both screens here, hoping it'll make a difference, but probably not, because that's the way my luck usually rolls. Whenever I use screens, I get mauled by status, and whenever I don't use screens, I get mauled by physical and special attacks, and yeah. Anyway, so Super Fang, also the fact that I have lefties instead of Light Clay on this thing is going to kind of lessen the effect of them because the duration is going to be 5 turns instead of 8. I wish there would be like 6 turns and 10 turns for like light screens with and without the light clay, because I don't know. Either way, it just seems kind of short to me. Anyway, Electro Ball does absolutely nothing to this thing, and I'm going to probably gain like more HP from the lefties than I took from Electro Ball at like not very effectiveness and through light screen. So he's poisoned, so his days are numbered, fortunately, or for better or for worse. I don't have anything else I can do here, so I'm going to go and switch out to Williams the Ninja. Ask this guy. I never explained this nickname, even though I used to use him all the time. I don't know, it's completely random. It is named after one of my classmates from middle school who I haven't seen in like 5 years now. Like since long before I got into Pokemon, and like, I don't know, he was the fastest kid in the school, I'm pretty sure, by most measures, and I just thought Ninjask fast and whatever. So that's random. Spamming some time that is like I'm trying to think of words like communicating periods, because I was recording this battle in real time, and you know, there's lots of communicating and boring animation times when you're recording battles live instead of off the battle video. Anyway, so Swords Dance, I'm kind of counting on him to do something stupid like Super Fang again, but no, he decides to use Thunderbolt and take Williams down. I don't know, I was hoping I'd trick him into thinking that I'd just baton pass out into something that wouldn't take damage from electric, and he just wastes a turn. Anyway, so the screens are down, which is a shame, and I have to send in someone new, so he's like down half a Pokemon, and I'm down 1.5 Pokemon, and that's not very good. So Marmaduke coming in, choice Scarfed Stoutland, who I'd normally be using an OU with a Tyranitar or something like that, but I don't have any Sand right now, and this is technically an NU battle, but he's got a bunch of Pokemon, if you saw on the on that Team Freeview thing, that aren't NU, and that's neither here nor there. But anyway, Return goes and does absolutely nothing to that thing, which tells you that I probably didn't like happiness train this thing very well. Probably what I did at this point in time was like trade it over to White 2, train it in the White Tree Hollow or something, and then send it back, and then teach it Return and stuff, forgetting that Return is dependent on happiness, and happiness gets reset when you trade stuff. So yeah, there's that. So Espeon comes in. This is one of the Pokemon that ain't in the right tier, but I really don't care. I don't know why he did this, because it's pretty obvious that things like Espeon and Dragonite ain't NU, and he's the one that suggested we battle in that tier anyway. And this really isn't my native tier anyway, so that's like another thing against me of the many things. So anyway, switching into Seismitoad, who probably should have taken that a lot better than he did, because I generally think of Seismitoad as pretty bulky. I mean, look at it. It's like a Snorlax. It's blue. And I just barely lived that Shadow Ball. I don't know what he was doing. It's not like you need to conserve power points at this point in the battle or anything like that, like in NU especially. And Earthquake just barely doesn't kill that thing, and Life Orb does kill me, and that's too bad. So I bring in Marmaduke again, go and hope to, I don't know, revenge kill with Return or something. I don't know, I probably should have left this thing in the first place, done a decent amount of damage with like Return, because even if Return is got like base 60 power at the moment or whatever it does, it would have done a decent amount of Espeon, because those are like physical paper bags. Anyway, so Dragonite comes in, and that's another one of the non-NU Pokemon that I said before, and he was kind of taunting me in the Skype chats, like making me fight a Dragonite, like making me fight myself. Like, for those of you that don't know, my username on a lot of websites is not 2.5 Stooges or Dementicari, it's just Dragonite or something derived from that. Anyway, Meganium goes in, dies to the Hurricane. Death Fodder, I guess, I don't really know what I was doing. Shuckle comes in. Ooh, did I spoil that? Shuckle comes in, and he's gonna take, like, not much damage from a Hurricane, because this is Shuckle, and Shuckle is, like, awesome. It does all of, wait for it, wait for the animation to play. It does all of like 73 damage, which would be awesome in most contexts, except Shuckle has so little HP that that's still a ton of damage anyway. So power split, I just really wanted to do that. I got some lefties recovery, and he can't really do anything to me now, so I'm going to switch out to... Oh, by the way, I can't really do anything to him either. I am going to go and be switching out to Regigigas, who this is like the riskiest Pokemon that you could use like ever because of slow start. Except maybe Slacking, because Slacking is just Slacking. And, well, he takes nothing from Hurricane anyway, and doesn't get confused, which is nice. And I'm hoping to wear down a couple turns with the slow start thing. And he goes and switches out to, what's his face, this guy, the Glaceon. I used Thunder Punch instead of like Ice Punch or something, because I knew he'd be switching out, but I didn't really know to what. And it didn't really do anything anyway. So Frost Breath, that always critical move, that doesn't do too bad, except that, like, I don't have anything better to do. Using Strength does about the same as, what's it, Thunder Punch, and Shell Bell. Like, I used to really like the Shell Bell as an item. The idea was that Regigigas would be doing heaps of damage, and then the Shell Bell would be recovering more than something like Leftovers would, but I kind of wasn't accounting for slow start taking up 5 whole turns, and like doing 0 damage for those turns. Anyway, me being a noob aside, Regigigas is going to be coming back because it's pretty obvious that I'd be dying and not really doing much, although, I don't know, I could have left it in and get Switch Initiative or something, which probably would have been a better idea. So Frost Breath does another, like, 50 damage to Shuckle, which is just completely hilarious. Recovered some HP there, and using Protect and recovering some more HP there. And if you heard a funny noise, I just scratched my nose in the middle of a sentence, and that didn't turn out as well and noiseless as I would have liked it to. And next, Frost Breath is going to do another 50-something damage. Probably not even. Alright, so 60 damage, I think that was. I actually couldn't read the number because playback is like low quality on my computer. Anyway, so power split, so his offenses are halved, and that is like, instead of going -2 on attack and special attack, and because like dividing by 2 with Shuckle's power split, and Frost Breath just cutting through that because of the critical hit, that'll actually be having the number of his special attack. So Frost Breath on the critical hit won't be doing normal damage, and that's pretty cool. So I go use Dig. More than likely you're going to be switching out to Dragonite or something, because he's not that stupid. He knows that he could just like avoid damage altogether with Dragonite, and he does. I just wanted to stall a turn for lefties and more than anything else annoyance. And so yeah, there's lefties, and Protect is going to be coming in. Why do I call them lefties? I just realized that. It's a funny sounding nickname. I think I picked it up from like some other YouTuber. Anyway, so there's that. Hopefully being able to do a power split again. I get the idea that this guy is scarfed or choiced of some sort, because he has Aqua Tail. That will show up later in the battle, but he didn't use it on me the first time, and he used Hurricane on MP4 the first time, so that tells me that he was locked into something, because Aqua Tail, I believe the mathematical calculations would make it do the same amount of damage for Shuckle, but it has better accuracy. So there's that. Aqua Tail, yep, and I might as well switch out, because even with Shuckle's amazing defenses, I can't be counting on him to survive an Aqua Tail. Didn't switch out, which probably is stupid, and let's see, 1 HP, oh my god, so that was not expected. So I do get the power split off, and that's fun, and recovered. Alright, so now I have 13 HP instead of 1 from Leftovers. Yes, it's Leftovers, Michael, not Lefties. Lefties is like what hand you throw with, but whatever. So switching out, because there's no point in staying in, except the concept of Death Fodder, which is, I guess, a thing. So Aqua Tail, let's see how much damage that does. Not much at all. And Marmaduke going to be doing like Crunch or something, right? Because that'll be doing more than Return at a Wimpy happiness level, right? Game? Yeah, I'm used to narrating showdown battles these days, which are like playback at lightning speed, and narrating a DS battle, which is like real time, just like kind of crazy. So anyway, yeah, there's Crunch, which does a heap of damage on a critical hit, assuming that thing doesn't have multiscale or anything, and what is that? Thunder Punch. Okay, so I guess that guy isn't choiced into anything, which is alright. I don't know actually how much experience hydrochloric acid, or if you really want to call him HyperChaosLugia, has in Pokemon battling. I don't know, we both didn't do like as well as I would have expected most people to battle. I'll just throw that out there right now anyway. So Ice Punch anyway is going to be doing enough to KO that thing even through the slow start. I guess being 4 times effective is always counting for something. So there's that. I do get some back from the shovel, and unfortunately I don't really have much to do with any Pokemon anymore, and he's still got like 4 of them. I may or may not be putting up a sidebar for this thing, and seeing how that goes. So Gardevoir, Trace's slow start, which is absolutely hilarious, and that's probably like saving grace for me right now, because he could have switched into anything and he chose Gardevoir. But let's see, come on, communicate. So you use Psychic. I don't remember if slow start impedes your special attack as well as physical attack, because usually only Regigigas would have it unless something stupid like a Trace happens. Anyway, I also would have laughed if he switched in on, say, Shuckle and traced Contrary and like used Calm Mind and like Nerf to ruin special attacks, and that would have been pretty funny too. So anyway, Protect, because I can't do anything else, and and Leftovers Recovery, and yeah, that's pretty much game. Because one Shuckle at 25 HP, no matter how high its defenses is, yeah, so Psychic, and that goes and kills Shuckle, and that is game. So, that was fun, even though I lost pretty badly. You can make up your own minds about that battle. It was rather controversial with, like, using Dragonites and NU, but whatever, I don't really care. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Rate, comment, subscribe, watch some other stuff I have uploaded. Yeah, and see you later.